Hey, Toby.
All right, Toby?
What do you think of the new look for the show?
No. Oh God, no. No! In this episode, we hit rock bottom as we dig into all things Minecraft.
You don't see that every day.
Ant straps himself in to try out indie mech shooter Hawken.
Hello? Is this the AA? Yeah, it's broken down again.
And I bite the bullet for the return of Agent 47 in Hitman Absolution. Well, this is the worst thing a bald man's been inside since Demi Moore.
Hi and welcome to Kilobits, and today we've got something really good for you guys. We're doing a special...
We got a special Farming Simulator 2013 episode.
Gangsta, 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 everyday gangsta, 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 gangsta.
Maybe not.
No, something nearly as good. We're doing a special on Minecraft. Because it's MineCon at the end of the month.
Fine, we'll have MineCon at Disneyland Paris.
So how do we feel about MineCon?
I think it's creating an entire industry for foam pickaxes.
I always look at Minecon in the same way that I look at Mein Kampf. Except
It's a jolly good read.
It is a jolly good read,
Yeah.
except it's responsible for, less evil in the world.
Millions of people doing something.
I just feel like Notch and Mojang use MineCon to market their new software that's coming out. It's not so much about Minecraft.
MineCon 2011, okay. I was expecting stuff like, obviously they had the Minecraft 1.0 Gold release, which was
A
just
farce. It was a joke.
awful.
It was a joke.
But the whole thing, all the panels was just Notch saying shit because he's a fat fucker who can't make games, and he just tried to sell his little collectible trading card game and his new shooter.
But then, considering the amount of money it's made, is surely testament to the success it's been.
Oh.
I think it's good in sort of this day of scripted games. It's great that it empowers the people to do what they want.
Okay, look at it this way. Lego it is a great idea, okay? You give it to kids, they'll make whatever they want. Minecraft, same thing, except they don't even get to go outside.
I think
But you are outside.
No, you're not.
Birds and creepers.
You're in your parents' basement, and you're in your mid-30s, and you're running a server, and...
Can you give the guy some credit though? He's marketed it really well.
He's marketed it really well. He didn't make half the game. Half the game is just community mods that he assimilated. He makes me want to slit my own throat.
Well, now we're here, I guess we better go on a poor excuse from an adventure.
Hey guys, let's go have a good time. I've got everything ready. Let's go for... Wait. Where did you get that armor from?
Well, we didn't think you'd last this long in the show.
Ah.
Sorry, mate.
What? Wait up, guys.
What do you feel about the new releases? The extra content that they've put in.
Okay,
there.
no, you see, that's the thing. I've got no problem with this whole sort of voxelized world. Like Ace of Spades, brilliant Team Fortress style shooter, absolutely phenomenal game, great gameplay, great graphics. It's got its own block physics engine. It's got gameplay. It's a game. Minecraft, not a game. Murder Miners, game. Minecraft, not a game.
But then it's for what it's done for the entire indie scene as well. It has created so much.
Don't bring up the indie scene. It's ruined the indie scene. It basically means that you no longer need to work on graphics or an ideal new idea.
Right, so Notch has put some spells into Minecraft. Let's give him a little go. Expelliarmus. Chicken. Abracadabra. That's a cow. Okay. Peter Molyneux. Oh crap. Little help, guys. Little help.
I can't believe that he thinks it was a cool idea to make what was basically a tech demo in Java and then not update it to C or something.
You've got to remember they're not an indie game anymore. They are a big corporation with millions and millions of dollars. These people should be fixing these problems. I think that is a massive, massive point. Also, though, with regards to Minecraft, there have been some spin-offs. I mean, the spin-offs that you've got, I mean, what's your favourite Minecraft spin-off or Minecraft-esque game?
Apart from just the style itself, this week I've been playing a bit of Towns, which is...
Towns is pretty good.
It's good, yeah.
A voxel world built from, you just view from the top down, you have to dig out the world, and it's more about the buildings and actually creating a town, a civilization from that side.
Yeah.
So it's a different spin, but it's more, it gives the player something more to do.
So, any other kind of building games that you can think of, construction games or voxel games that would subscribe to the style that Minecraft is?
Terraria.
Yeah?
Terraria.
It's everything Minecraft could be.
When it first came out, it was described unfairly as a 2D Minecraft.
Yeah.
Which is really unfair because after about an hour into it, you realise there is a story and there are things to do.
There's a story?
There is.
It's not really a story. You go to the dungeon, you get stuff.
The Wall of Flesh.
The Wall of Flesh.
I have a confession to make. I have not played Terraria.
Oh,
so
man,
tell me what are the reasons to play it?
The reasons to play. Engage in combat.
That's true. The more expansive crafting system where you have all the forge and that sort of business before, but then more expansive items which allow more technological buildings.
I mean,
working NPCs.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you have to grow your own town, your own village. You have to create their little bedrooms for them, and then you have to find them, and they come and move into your little house.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
And the multiplayer is incredible. Well, I say incredible.
Somewhat laggy, but it has you have things to do in multiplayer. You have the bosses, which you need more than one person to kill.
Any memory leaks?
No.
I don't believe so.
So it's
the only problem with it is that the only problem with it is that the sprites are plagiarized. They're all from Final Fantasy V.
Really?
Oh, in that case, I hate this game.
Yeah. How dare they steal from an alright RPG?
I don't know what life means anymore. I lost it. But no, it is a really, really good game. It has so much to do, and then after about 40 hours, when you actually beat the final boss, as it were, an entire new mode unlocks.
Yeah,
okay,
you remember
it's like almost a complete game.
You remember Zelda 1? How when you completed it, you got the second quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much like that, except there's new things to do.
And it's the battle between sort of lightness and darkness, and you have to keep it in balance, and you have to be more like a caretaker.
To be fair, talking about things like Zelda, like the Final Fantasies, I mean, going more on that direction, Cube World.
Oh man,
looking amazing. I mean, there's so much to say about that.
It's got all the features Notch promised Minecraft would have.
Exactly, but it looks stunning. It looks polished. It looks really, really good.
It's an open world RPG where you get to design your own character and
with cubes.
Oh man,
design your own weapons in real time in the game. So yeah,
it's fucking sexy.
By the way, don't download any links online because the developer has said that he's not released any beta, alpha, or anything.
So unless you want some cool viruses,
there's loads of fakes out there, so it's really important not to download anything yet.
But no, it's one of those things where sort of you look at it and you're like, this aesthetic works. Mm-hmm. Okay, it brings sort of modern and retro together in a way that actually works.
I'm excited about it. To be fair, I'm excited about it.
You look at.
It's not so bad, mate. It's all right, mate.
Drowning the sorrows
I think you'll find it is bad.
Okay, so moving on from Steve in Minecraft, we move on to Stephen Hawking. No, sorry, Hawken. So, who doesn't like a little bit of hardcore mech-on-mech action? And with Hawken, that's exactly what you're going to get. In this new free-to-play arena shooter, developed by Adhesive Games and published by Meteor Entertainment, puts you in the pilot seat of a gigantic robotic war machine. But rather than your traditional mech games, like say Mech Warrior or Steel Battalion, that you have to torso twist or operate 8 different joysticks simultaneously to get the damn thing moving, instead Hawken works like a traditional first-person shooter. However, Modern Warfare this is not. You're still behind the wheel of a 100-ton death robot, and the slower-paced, more strategic battles is what makes Hawken special. Your arsenal is made up of several different classes of mech, all with their unique items and abilities. As you fight and level up, you gain access to more powerful weapons. However, there is often the trade-off between, say, firing rate and the amount of heat generated. Either way, the hardware is there to accommodate all manner of playstyles, and many more you wouldn't normally anticipate. The weaponry feels dirty and realistically inaccurate. Rockets spiral to their uncertain end, and minigun slugs tumble through the air with all the grace of a Susan Boyle gymnastics act. After being reduced to a heap of twisted metal 1 or 2 times, you'll soon discover that running in all guns blazing isn't normally your best approach. Instead, using hit and run tactics, repairing yourself when you get the chance, or saving your fuel for those critical jumps and boost manoeuvres will see you progressing through the game. Hawken is definitely one of those games where he who shoots first does not always win.
But for those of us with more money than time, our good old friend microtransactions are there to spread the love.
Can I buy some hats?
No, I didn't see any hats. It's
Team
more
Fortress style.
Sure, can I not have a leading tower of hats?
I think just a giant mech sombrero. Just at a jaunty tilt would be fantastic.
A mech-brero.
A mech-brero.
A Murbrero.
Guys, I've got to go and trademark this. But no, it can range from cosmetic updates to sort of new shinier legs or whatnot. But then you can also spend some money, put some money down, and get experience boosters, which will increase the rate you level up.
Pay to win?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's reared its ugly head before, but in Hawken you can actually unlock every part that matters just by playing the game. If you want to play it long enough.
Oh, right. So a bit like the system they used in Tribes Ascend.
Oh God.
Kind of. That's right. It's really a sticky subject every time you get onto it. I mean, so if you wanted to put the time in, and it will be a lot of time in my about 10 hours of beta play, I leveled up 4 times with 1 mech. So across all
Is that it? In 10 hours?
10 hours?
I'm not a great player, but yes.
I mean, that doesn't sound like too good, to be fair. I mean, you've got to balance these things. Either it's going to be a chore to level up so that you have to pay money, or it's going to be an equal...
The thing that I'm actually really interested in is, did you see that Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn thing?
Yes.
By Machinima?
Yeah.
Okay. They did a pretty good job of turning Halo into Twilight. It was awkward. It was very awkward. But Machinima are doing a Hawken thing. There is a story where it's a post-apocalyptic world and everyone's fighting in robots
with hats.
With hats, with their mech-breros on. Does it take place in Mexico?
Oh!
But no, either way, the CG in the animated series in the Machinima thing looks kind of So what are the graphics like in the actual game?
Graphically, it's a tour de force. Just the whole aesthetic.
A tour de G-force.
Stomping through the jaundiced and dystopian cities in a really raggedy mech. It's a really sort of believable aesthetic in a future gone wrong where maybe Mitt Romney did get elected.
At first, it can be a bit frustrating trying to distinguish between your enemies in their rusty grey walkers and the rest of the world, which is, rusty and grey. But soon enough, you'll find yourself using the environment to your own advantage, searching for higher ground or maybe a path to outflank your foes, all whilst resisting the urge to fire your guns or thrusters in a vain attempt to stay off people's radars. Like most arena shooters, you have your traditional deathmatch and team deathmatch modes, as well as Hawken's own variations on Capture the Flag and King of the Hill, called their Siege and Missile Assault modes. In summary, Hawken has all the hardware of a AAA title, held together with Rust and Love. For a free-to-play game, there's a tremendous amount of quality on offer here. If players put a couple of hours into learning the nuances of this shooter, it will open the doors to a type of strategic gameplay which has been all but lost in these Twitch-based days of modern Blops 5.
And so Hawken is due for release on the 12th of December this year, so be sure to check it out. We actually have 50 beta keys to give away this month, so continue watching to find out how. I've also bagged an interview with a producer, so be sure to subscribe and check it when the video goes live.
So, it's that time of year again where game developers try and rob us of our money, so time for the inevitable question. What have you been playing this month?
Well, actually, I've been playing a bit of Forza Horizon.
That's unfortunate.
Surprisingly good. It's actually the best example of a free roam driving game that I've played and is really worth a try. Very, very good. I've also been playing a bit of Borderlands 2 again, but it deserves a mention because it's actually quite worrying. The thing we brushed upon last month with the save game corruption has happened to every person I know with a PC copy of the game, so do back your save files.
I think it's just worrying because it sold more than 30 copies.
It's a fantastic game. The characters. This month I've been mainlining Natural Selection 2. Really interesting game. It's like Aliens versus Marines, but it's a good version which isn't so tired like the whole Ripley version. It's
RTS.
That's it also. So it is a first-person shooter primarily. However, you do have the option to become a commander and you can control it like an RTS from above.
I've been playing a bunch of Halo 4 because, you know...
Surprise.
I've got taste. Best Halo since 1. If you haven't bought it, do that. Please. I mean, we've got to justify our press copy somehow. Ben, you were at a Halo 4 tournament, weren't you?
Absolutely right. I've got myself over there, and we were actually checking out these capture cards, which we've done a little kind of review of them and a kind of comparison at the tournament. Very good. So do have a watch at a link that will probably be below.
Now, anyway, for the main review of this episode, I've been playing Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution can be described in 3 words: Limp Dick Lenny. Now, what do these words mean? Well, there's a character in Hitman Absolution called Limp Dick Lenny.
Lenny, come give the man a line.
He's sort of one of the main antagonists. He's also a retard.
Sorry, the kid's a dipshit.
He's terrible. And unfortunately for the game, it's terrible. Limp Dick Lenny is ambitious, and Hitman Absolution is definitely ambitious. But just like the retarded Limp Dick Lenny, it falls down in almost every possible way.
You're not the talkative type, huh? You know your place.
Now, don't get me wrong, it's a competent game. It's absolutely playable. Graphically, the game looks fine, and it's all rendered masterfully on the Witcher 2 engine. It's just a shame that the studio making the game are IO Studios, who are behind such massive turds as Kane and Lynch Dog Days. It's exactly the same as Kane and Lynch Dog Days. The aesthetic is competent, it's entertaining, it's engaging. It's just that there's this veneer of shit that covers the whole game. Take, for example, one of the early missions, the King of Chinatown mission. In this mission, you go through and there's a number of ways to assassinate this chap. You can poison his food, you can blow up his car with a remote explosive, or you can shoot him in the head with the gun. Now, I know that that's completely missing the point of the game, which rewards subtlety and discretion with a point system and rankings. It's just that in the old Hitmans, you were forced into a sort of stealthier option by the fact that you were a very fragile character. Agent 47 in the new game is a bullet sponge. If people shoot you, there is practically no penalty.
Killing us! Twisted and shit!
So, why play this installment instead of the frankly incredible Hitman 2? Well, 1, you might be a moron, but 2, it does bring a couple of new things to the table. The largest new feature of the game is the hide in plain sight feature, which renders you pretty much invisible to any pursuers or patrollers. You press the right bumper, Hitman looks down. Well, Hitman Agent 47. Sorry, that's something else I should move on to. The character of Agent 47. Now, unlike the other Hitmans, they've tried to go into a ridiculous story, which isn't the Hitman franchise's strong suit. In Mission 1, you shoot a character who's naked in the shower, once again a bit of the Witcher's influence there, and from there you abandon the agency and go off on a plot of international intrigue. Oh wait, it's boring. It's a terrible story with unlikable characters, a protagonist who's about as interesting as wet cardboard, and just no imagination. I mean, it's playable. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely playable. And it's got this whole cool thing where you can set other players' challenges, just like people used to do in forums. And it makes a lot of reference to that, you know, which is good on IO Games. Good on them. It's just, you know, maybe they should stick to not making games, which is what they do in 90% of their time. You know, they could be showering, making love to their wives, walking the dog. But no, instead they had to go and churn out this. As far as ratings go, I can't ignore the fact that it is actually, you know, it's a complete game. It's not unplayable. It's not plagued with glitches. And it handles all right. It does what it says on the tin, I guess. So, out of 8, I think it's about a 3. Sorry, IO. Try harder next time.
Okay, so with next month being December, it means there's pretty much fuck all games coming out. So what we thought we'd do instead is list a few of our possible Game of the Year candidates.
So what are the possible?
You see, for me, Binary Domain, the cover-based shooter focusing on the human condition by the creator of Yakuza, was probably my favourite Game of the Year. Either that or Kid Icarus Uprising. The sequel to Kid Icarus, who'd have thought?
The humans are taking a beating. They need our help.
For me, it's the ones that you might not expect, like the indie titles. We've got things like The Journey on PlayStation Network, and also Dear Esther, what a stunning example of indie.
And switching it up, I thought one of the possibly biggest AAA titles this year, Borderlands 2. Not necessarily for the game mechanics, but more for the characters they develop. Yeah. And also, more on the developmental side, we have Faster Than Light. I thought it was a story generator. It just made such epic tales every time we started the game.
Absolutely. It put my faith back into Kickstarter.
So, speaking of Games of the Year candidates, we'd like to hear your views. So, if you could do us a favour, and you could either write on our Facebook wall, send us a tweet, or leave us a comment below. Speaking of comments below, we have some business to attend to, the winners of last month's competition.
Yes, we do. So we asked you the question, what was the scariest game you've played, but for the wrong reasons? And you said, a list of scary games.
Thanks. Nearly there.
Anyway, let's have a check of what we've got. We've got 3 winners who've basically, we've got Extra Velocity, and we've also got Zorda 95, which gave us scary games. But we also got Matt Hammond, who said the scariest gaming moment for the wrong reason. When my dad decided it'd be funny to sneakily turn up the volume on the hi-fi, which my PC was connected to, whilst I was playing Prince of Persia, yes, the 1989 original. I didn't realise this, and I got chomped in half by one of the guillotine gates. It was so loud, I jumped out of my skin, and I fell off the chair. Bastard.
Also, we'd like to give a huge kilobit shout out to Besso YT, who actually took the time out of her day to create a video response. So she's going to get herself a bonus prize. I mean, I could have said bonus prize because
like a bonus.
All of you have won yourself some paranormal codes.
And Besso, thanks. God, I'm so creepy.
Hey guys, it's Besso here, and I am doing a video response for the Killer Bits.
Oh god. I'm such a wimp. The door.
And as I mentioned earlier, we have some prizes to give away this month as well from our guys at Meteor and Adhesive. All you have to do to win a beta copy of Hawken, we just want you to leave a comment below just saying your favourite mech of all time. It can come from TVs, books, anime, movies.
Pretty much anything. We've got 50 of those to give away. So, but do it quickly because you've got 48 hours to get them in. If you miss it...
Now, that's 48 hours from when this video goes live, so 3 PM UTC, which is how you say GMT now.
Yeah, it's timing.
Yep, on Friday the 23rd of November. Now, that's all we've got time for this month. Well, it's not. We actually have as long as humanly possible to do this, but it's as long as you can put up with. So, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out.
We need
It
it.
does.
Yeah, it's embarrassing how much we need it.
Look, I will strip naked. I will do dancing for views.
And if you want to avoid that...
If you don't want that, we want you to subscribe.
Yeah, okay, anyway, we're also on Twitter at The Kilobits, and we're on Facebook, facebook.com/The Kilobits.
And I think that's all we got time for.
Yeah, we've already said that.
Okay.
Okay, so, as always, it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
And I'm not saying it.
Really?
See you soon.
Are you shitting on the grave of Ronnie Barker? Are you defecating?
Not Ronnie.
Okay, I've got to say, Corbett, he should have died first.